Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning. We got some movement today, baby. Market is open. We're making a little push down here. Trump's talking there. That explains it. Thank you. Thank you, Octopus. I was like, dang, it's a pretty volatile little open here. Good morning, Julian. Hey, Bill. Hey, Matt. Yeah, definitely a volatile open here. But as far as pattern-wise, we really don't have much. We're currently below yesterday's high, above yesterday's low, still inside yesterday's action. Kind of looks like we have a downtrend that's been played out already. We're expecting the bulls to try to pop up the market here. We'll see if they're motivated at all, or if we have more selling to do first. Good morning, Blaze. Hey, Paul, Martin, Joanne. It is good to see you guys. Over on NQ, very similar. Had a little move down, break new low, right at the overnight low. Expecting the bulls to pop us up here, at least make an attempt. But if we keep making new lows, we're going to have to consider a wider trend in play. That's kind of what it's looking like so far. See how that fits on ES. Looking for a pullback here. NQ put in a pretty decently big green candle. See if the EMA acts as resistance. And if so, we'll be looking for a short. But if we just fly through the EMA, then it's very likely this trend is already played out. Just waiting for prices to get back to the 21. That's where we will hopefully get our chance. Looks like ES making a run at a new low. So far, bulls have not had the strength to bounce this. S&P trying to make a move to the EMA. Here it is. Closed above. Nasdaq has not quite joined just yet. See if any rejection forms here, and we'll be ready for the short. And we have our first attempt lower. Here's the low. We have a pullback, one attempt lower. If we get the second pullback and a bearish bar here, I'm going to be shorting. Okay, watch this bar right here. So far not looking rejected. Looks like we may have a bounce on our hands. Still waiting for NQ to join. It's being a bit sluggish here. Right, this is the second entry short on NQ. NQ's not really ES is not really joining. So it's hard to take this when the S&P is above the EMA. So we'll wait for a lower high. S&P fully in bounce mode here. An attempt to go lower. If we get below there and get a lower high, that's going to be our signal. Bulls are stepping up here. Yeah, a little bit divergent for sure, the two indices. NQ is struggling. Clearly not as bullish, but if the S&P keeps charging up, it'll probably relent. Yeah, that is a bounce right there, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm for sure going to be treating this as if that downtrend already played out. We got something else going on now. We are above yesterday's high. If that holds, we're going to be bullish. And then we have the high from a couple days ago are right above it. One thing is for sure, so far this is very rangy, much like yesterday. Looked like it may have some movement, and we just kind of settled into a range. So far today, looking pretty similar. Neither side is really taking control. We're back and forth. If S&P gets a pullback on this move up, I will be looking to join it and go long. Another push up. This time Nasdaq is joining along. Markets are starting to get more aligned here. Going to be looking for that pullback to go long. Seeing if we can identify a channel on NQ. A little tricky here. As it still kind of looks like a pullback from that move down, but with how S&P is moving, it is more than likely going to continue to slowly develop into an uptrend. We do have pending home sales here in about 4 minutes. I don't think it's going to be that consequential for the market, but is something to be aware of. The nominee, Federal Reserve Chair nominee, is scheduled to testify. However, the text of his speech has already been released, so I don't think there's going to be any surprise there. Nasdaq starting to gain some strength. We're still waiting for that nice little pullback to join this move up. How we doing out there, guys? It's Tuesday. It's a brand new week. Everyone feeling fresh, feeling alive? Not clicking too many buttons, I hope. What's up, Dr. Yamaha? Good to see you. Another pop-up on NQ. And it is really starting to gain some strength. In fact, it's starting to lead the way up here. Still have not pulled back yet. This move up on NQ kind of looks like an overshoot here, which can lead to a steep correction, sometimes even a reversal. So just watch out for a steep move to the downside. NQ looks like it's ready to at least come down and test the EMA. ES kind of looks primed for a pullback as well. All right, moment of truth for the S&P. Coming back to the 21, we need this to hold as support. If it does, we'll be looking for a second entry long. Nice 2 bounces off the EMA, good bullish signal bar, and we'll be aiming for a swing high. Given today's action though, wouldn't be surprised if we just get a straight up reversal. We have not even really come down to test the 21 yet. And NQ already pushing towards a new high, so likely that move is part of the channel and not an overshoot. I'm enjoying the renewed strength in the Qs here. Tech is going after it. Right, S&P kind of looks like this uptrend may be done. We had this move up here, close outside of the channel, new high. Given the back and forth action, I would expect sellers at some point here to correct the market. This was the opportunity we were really looking for, just didn't present itself, never even came back to the 21 to test it. So now we're going to have to be even more patient. Fun times, right, guys? And there we go. There's the correction. Right on cue. That's why it's so important to keep track of what trends are in play. While most people here are going, oh man, this thing is really going up, let's start to buy. If you're keeping track of the trends, you know that there's likely a correction coming up here, and boom, there we get it. May not be much of a correction, right? We may only do one of these and then we're back to a new high, but you don't want to suffer all that drawdown. You want to be aware of it. And not be buying when a move could be played out. Meanwhile, over on NQ, trends still possibly in play, but we're towards the top of it, expecting a pullback, which we're starting to get here. What's up, Slee? Good to have you. Kind of like NQ's action a little bit better right now. I'd favor a setup there if it happens. Pappy, that is hilarious. No, I don't think our buddy ever got onto Discord. Maybe he discovered Google in the process. That'd be the win. If someone's able to find Google for the first time. Poor guy didn't know that it even existed. Wait till he hears about ChatGPT. Another push up. Man, oh man. This trend is pretty relentless here. Still haven't cleared the overnight high on the S&P. Nasdaq is getting really close to it. And let's see what other resistance we have here on Nasdaq. Oh yeah, the high from 2 days ago, we're actually right there. This is a critical moment here on the Nas. If we can get over that high or not. Still looking for a chance to enter in on this trend. Just need it to pull back sufficiently. You don't want to chase these kind of things. S&P is back at the EMA right now. We are still expecting a correction on ES since that uptrend played out. ES below the 21. Nasdaq coming back to it right now. There's that correction right on schedule. Again. This is exactly why you got to keep track of trends, guys. This is no surprise to us, but probably a surprise to a lot of other people. We're looking at all this buying. Like, why the heck are we dropping right now? Pretty simple. The trend is played out. We can see it in price action. Now we may even have an opportunity for a short, but boy, this market is just not strong in either direction. Overall bullish though. We're still like at an all-time high basically. The breakout has held, so overall would generally expect the market to continue higher on a daily level. Another little move down. It looks like we were coming back to test that breakout of yesterday's high. So it'll be really important to see what happens back at this level. And now yet again, if you are not paying attention to trends, you may be expecting the market to continue down here, but we know it's likely to bounce. We had two-legged move, close outside of that channel. Looking for buyers to step back in pretty soon. What on earth? I am not able to turn off my marker here. I can't click anything. I've never had this problem before. Well, this is interesting. I don't think I can't do anything. I can't click my screen. Oh man, this is bad news bears. All right, folks. Well, I am going to have to restart my computer here. Never had this problem before, but I cannot click anything, so I can't even click out of the stream. I can't do anything. I can't right click. I can't do nothing. So I think I'm gonna have to cut the stream there and restart my computer, get access to my mouse again. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll be over in the Discord here in a bit. We'll be calling it out, looking for setups and making that money. So thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate you. See you soon.